Hey up, nah then! I know it's been a while. Well, it has been a while, hasn't it? I think my last video was an Armour 2 video, was it? I haven't really put much out while we're waiting for Armour 3. But anyway, here we are, Medal of Honor. Warfighter. For the PC. Warfighter, that sounds hard, doesn't it? Come on, spit on my chips. Piss on my chips! So has it been worth it? Is it the wait? A lot of people were anticipating this and some people were dismissing it. In this video, I think we'll have a look at the multiplayer rather than the single player. We'll be discussing some of the different aspects of the multiplayer and what I actually think about it. I haven't played a few games now. Now, before we get into it, there's one thing I'd like to say. If you like the boom boom, you like action, and you like more the boom boom, you are going to love this game. And I don't mean small boom boom. I mean... What the fuck?! Get down! Holy cow, that's some boom boom. Benate, you'll blow dildo out next door's fanny with that loud. Jesus, bloody dildos. Yep, this game is one kick-ass game in the visuals and the audio, that's for sure. That is for sure. Now let's get one thing clear straight away. Cheese and chalk. Cheese and chalk. Cheese and chalk. Yep, you're either going to love this game or you're going to hate it. I don't really know whether there's the middle ground. All the people out there that play COD, you're going to hate it anyway, so it makes no difference. So anyway, let's get into the game and have a look at the multiplayer and see what we think of it. Is it bosh or is it tosh? Now, in case you've been living under a rock and you don't actually know what Medal of Honor is, really? Are you sure? It's a first-person shooting military sim game. Aren't they all these days? Aren't they all? But they are, really. Basically, if we think of the controls as being like Battlefield 3, you're going to pick this up almost straight away because it does use the same game engine. I mean, I'm not going to repeat all the stuff. It's out there if you want it. We're just going to give you an overview of the multiplayer. It's extremely customizable, and a bit like Battlefield 3, the more you play or use certain weapons or add-ons, then extra things become available. Barrel assembly, extra muzzles, you know, suppressors, different magazines, you know, double magazines. The things that we've seen in Battlefield 3 are basically here in Medal of Honor. So it's got quite a deep system to it, and with the different nations, I think there are 8 and 9 different nations. As you unlock, say, the support gunner for each one of those nations, say for Sweden or Norway, that particular character has his own set of weapons as well, so you can customize those. So there are literally, I wouldn't even want to guess, there are thousands of different combinations in them. As you can see, these are just some of the different basic classes. We have the sniper, we have the assault class, the demolition, support gunner, point man, and spec ops. As you can see, for these heavy gunner, I've only unlocked the British SAS, even though he's a chinky chonk, chonka chink, with his nice little scissors. He's still part of the British, so he will have the British flag on his uniform and so forth. Each one has their own weapon and special abilities in game. A bit like, I hate to say this, a little bit like Call of Duty. The more kills you get, the more unlocks you get, such as 1 kill, say for the support gunner, maybe a defensive option which will drop smoke nades, and the right option may be a airstrike. And we'll go in and have a look at that in a little bit, but as you can see, I've unlocked another weapon here. Lots and lots of skins and customization on kit as well, because obviously each nation has its own kit and its own armor and things like that. So it's extremely deep on this side, and it's integrated into Battle Log, which is the same as Battlefield 3. You just change the button at the top. It's got the usual gubbins in here, your player summary, player record, top players, so forth, so forth. I mean, you know the score. And at the top, obviously I've unlocked 4 soldiers, and I've got 9+ extra attachments. And blah 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 blah. Now I'd just like to show you this little bit here, just to show you how brutal this game can be. And as you just have a look at the next 10-15 seconds before I continue with the commentary, you just see how brutal this game can be. It is proper hardcore.
Lay down fire.
Almost killed instantly, and this is something you're gonna have to get used to.
Rounds incoming. Get going. Let's go. We're getting there. We'll move it out.
Now, the thing with this game is, it really is, as we said at the beginning, chalk and cheese. And there have been a couple of games I've got in and I thought this is just absolutely fantastic. The gunplay is brilliant, and other games I've had, some multiplayer games, I thought, I fucking hate this game, this is shit. It really is one of those, when you're having a good day the game is brilliant, and when you're having a bad day it really is shite. It's there's something really addictive about it though. Now you'll notice at the top left it says support actions, and every time we get in game and we get a kill, that goes up. When we actually fill that bar, we can call in a defensive option and an attack option, and it's different for each character. This guy is obviously called in the Black Hawk, so this will be one of his attack options, and as you can see, other players can actually spawn from that as well. Each character has their own abilities. This particular character I'm playing at the minute is the demolitions guy, and I can bring down this mask by pressing F, and you'll see the icon on the bottom. That actually helps me diffuse the bombs quicker. I take less damage, but it means that I can't walk as fast, and each particular character has their own ability by using the same key. As you see, this is actually quite a good example. See, I've got a couple of kills there, and at the top left it's nearly full. Good job I had the ballistic vest on, saved me a little bit there. If I can just get this guy. There we go. I have an attack option, which is the M302, or a smoke grenade. As you can see, I've now got this as an award really, but I only get 6 rounds with it. As you can see, it's quite effective. Now the ballistic armour does actually run out, and if the assault class, they're using their special ability, which is hard hitting, obviously then it'll just shred straight through it. So again, everything's rock, paper, scissors, and everything so far seems to be very well balanced. Now the whole premise of the game is that you work in twos, your buddy system, and your buddy will always shown on the minimap in green. You can always get health and ammo from your buddy, and vice versa. If your buddy gets killed, the enemy that killed him will be highlighted in red, and if you actually kill that enemy, then your buddy will have an instant life and come straight back into the game. You can only spawn on your buddy if they're actually in a safe position, if they're not in line of sight of the enemy, otherwise you have to spawn at what's called fallback, which is basically like your spawn. So let's have a look at some of the other character types in the game. We turn that dildo off. So here we go. These are the ones that I've unlocked so far, and obviously I haven't unlocked all the nationalities for each one. So let's have a look at the point man, see what he's got. Yeah, the buzzing's actually in game. I'm not actually quite sure what that is. So again, I think the point man's got more speed, a bit like the Spec Ops. And as you can see, my special ability at the bottom is I get high-powered ammunition. So as I said before, the demolitions guy, this will shoot straight through and get a headshot. But you're only limited to 30 rounds, so use them as you choose willingly. I don't know what I was trying to say then, bumbling on like an idiot. Got a custom camo on here. This one's actually 3 areas to defend. There we go, oh, there's a nice nade there. Oh, was that a flashbang? Flashbang, there we go. Get down. Oh, well, a kill for a kill, that's not too bad, is it? I'm going to show you how total uber noobish I am now. Just look at this. I was reloading as he was planting the bomb. I threw a nade. And for some reason I decided to put the other ammo in. Total noob. I should have got him with the axe, which is a bit like a takedown in Battlefield 3. One thing I've got to say is that the actual handling of the weapons, every weapon feels really, really beefy. I mean, when you fire them, it makes the Battlefield 3 weapons feel like bloody pea shooters, honestly. The gunplay in this game is really, really visceral and exciting. And the audio, again, the audio is really fantastic. I know DICE haven't done the audio, but audio, absolutely fantastic. Now, the support class is quite an interesting one. Apart from being able to give more ammo out, we have the ability to throw grenades, which is 3 small grenades in one go, which is really effective for quite a wide area. We also have the ability to, once we're laying down and get the bipod out, as you can see, that's my ability at the bottom. Once we're in this mode, we get an extra, more powerful radar that'll actually transmit anything we see to the other players on our team. It also means we don't have to reload, we get infinite ammo. So once you've got your bipod down, you're there. Don't need to reload, and you can just churn lead out. The problem being it takes a long time to deploy the bipod, and vice versa, so when you hear somebody around you, you've got to be quite quick.
Enemy down.
This is the assault class, by the way, which gets a grenade launcher. Currently at launch there are 8 maps, and I've played probably 6 of the maps. And while there is room to move, there are quite a few choke points. If you're coming into this thinking it's going to be like Battlefield 3, you may be quite disappointed. I'd say the maps are across between maybe a team deathmatch on Battlefield 3 and a little bit bigger. There are different game modes like Rush, plant the bomb, capture the flag, only you've got to capture the flag and run it to your base, you know, the usual game modes. The only thing I'd say about the maps is, while there is micro destruction, it doesn't feel like the maps are as polished or as realised as the Battlefield 3 maps. They feel kind of static in a way, you know, that the trees don't sway, and well, maybe they do a little bit there, but I don't know, there's just something about the level that just feels lacking when we're comparing it to Battlefield 3, which is a shame really, because it potentially this game is amazing on one hand and a little bit lackluster on the other hand. I'm sure when COD comes out and Halo 4, it's going to absolutely wipe the floor with it, but for now the game is really, really good, and I would recommend it. We're not going to talk about the single player. All I'll say is freaking awesome, man. But the best single player campaign I've played for a long time, but maybe I'll do another video on the single player as well. So let's just sum this up now, because the video's running on a little bit. If you, dare I say it, like the arcade fast paciness of COD, then there will be elements in this game that you'll like. If you like the military side, and not coming in expecting it to be like Battlefield 3, you quite like a little bit of strategy, you don't mind the chalk and cheese, one minute you're going to love it, one minute you're going to hate it, then you're really going to like this game. I've become really addicted to it. I think it's the audio and the power of the weapons, and when you get some kills it really feels like you've earned those kills. Explosions and effects and graphics are awesome. I'm running at 1980 by 1080 on Ultra with vertical sync. I've had absolutely no frame rate problems whatsoever. I had a couple of little problems on the single player with the cinematics playing a little bit weird. Not quite sure what that is, but I'm sure they'll patch it because it's not officially out in the UK till Friday. I know a lot of people are going to bypass this when COD comes out, which is a shame, I know. But so far I'm enjoying it. So let's give it a review. Graphics, multiplayer I'd give 7, 8 out of 10. Single player I'd give a 9.5 out of 10. Audio's really good, 9 out of 10. Maps, well, I think I need to play them a little bit more before I give my total review, but for now, the multiplayer, I would give this an 8.5 out of 10. And if you like it, then you're going to want to push that score to a 9, 9.5. If you think it sucks, you're going to think it's going to be a 6. It's one of those that's in between the middle. So that's been my review of Medal of Honor Warfighter Ass Bandit on the PC. Now before we go, I just wanted to show you a little clip of the single player level, but I'm not going to show you the usual usual fighting, working your way through the sewers. You know what's coming. You know what's coming in the single player. No, I'm going to show you something a little bit different. I'm going to show you a driving part. Yes, there's actually a couple of driving parts in the single player, and my God, does it look good. It looks like it could be its own bloody driving game. Forget a first-person shooter. So that's what we're going to watch for the rest of this video. Thanks for watching. Give us a like if you like it. I don't put many videos up, and if I only get 10-15 views, then it's pointless doing these videos. Thanks for watching. Any comments, leave them in the box below and I'll message you back. But in the meantime, check this ride out. It's quite cool. Hit it.
This op isn't exactly sanctioned. This is a deal, Preacher. Follow whoever shows up, get him to a safe location and see what he knows. Clear? Dusty, got approaching.
Got him. Dusty, got him on overhead.
Yeah, I've got eyes on him. Alright, he's heading toward the ship. Let's wait for the drop and see where he goes. The fuck? What just happened? Damn, he's down! He's down! Who took that shot? On job? We have something. Near the warehouse. Got him. Preacher, get to the exit. An old truck. Take it down. Get whatever intel you can. Don't lose him. Get moving. Stay with the truck. Don't lose line of sight. If he gets on foot, he'll disappear. I got a singing hit coming from that car. He's on his phone. Fucking idiot. Do whatever it takes to get that cell phone, Preacher. That's what we need. Almost got him. Take him out. You're heading into the Kiamari. It's gonna get muddy in there. You're almost there. It's gonna be tight through here. Watch turns. Left up ahead. Left. Catch up, Preacher. It's getting back on the road. You're gonna run into traffic here. You got no friends here, brother. Shit goes sideways. The primary objective is to get the fuck out of town. Looks like he's taking the alley. Preacher, you're gonna have to stay with him. I'm losing the look angle behind some buildings. We're in position. Target acquired. You're reeling him in. Keep it up. He's pushing through. Look for the gaps in the traffic. Step on the gas, brother. Go around. Take the sidewalk. Man, you're racking up the traffic violations, P. Don't stop for anything. Keep it up. You're gaining ground. You're going the wrong way. He's turning left. He took a right. Left. Left. Up ahead. Oh shit. He's blown right through the Empress Market. You're gonna need to get him and get out quick. The ISI is gonna be all over this. Keep it up. gaining ground. You've almost got him. Take him out. Come on, he's dropping you. Took a right. He's got more horses, you got more brains. You can catch up when you hit the roads again. You're reeling him in. Keep it up. Stay on him. Stay on him. Make that next left. Keep it up. You're gaining ground. Heading into the slums. It's not friendly here. Don't lose sight of him. You're closing in on him, Preacher. Now's a good time to end this. No crowds. This is good. This truck can't handle the corners. That's where you can nail him. Go right. Take the bridge. Watch out. They're coming to you. Keep going. He's gonna have to cross to your side. Stay on him, Preacher. Ram him as soon as you can. Take him out. Heads up. ISI's on its way. Get the cell phone. Hot job. Make sure Preacher gets out of that neighborhood. Alright, they're coming to you. Get him out of there. Roger,